So pretty much every morning, I like to light my Palo Santo, get a good cleansing of my space before I ask my tarot deck how my day is going to be. Palo Santo is so good. If you haven't used it, I highly recommend going to your local metaphysical shop and finding some Palo Santo. Where could you find Palo Santo other than a metaphysical shop? Like a spice shop. Why couldn't I think of that? So I light my Palo Santo, I cleanse my space, I cleanse my air, I cleanse my book. This is the book that I will be picking out of today, by Kim Krans. This book is very interesting to me because I recently reconnected with my sister, who I used this book on a lot. That's actually what inspired me to make this video, was because I pick cards for her pretty much every single morning, just like I pick for myself. And we reconnected about a year ago, maybe even 10 months. And we took this bomb trip to Mount Shasta. We had a great ceremony, and there in the Airbnb was this tarot deck. And I had just recently gotten into tarot cards. I just recently did my animal totem, which if anybody would like to do their animal totem, I can totally do a virtual animal totem. Or I'm very interested in traveling, so if I'm in your area, I would love to book a session with you and we can do your animal totems. So we found this book, we found these cards, brand new, never been opened. So we open them, obviously. We open it and we're picking from the deck, and I just fall in love with this deck. It is a beautiful deck. The cards are so pretty. These are what some of the cards look like. They have a bunch of different types of animals in here, not just your regular normal animals. Like they have the phoenix in here, they have a unicorn in here. I like having more than less because that way, you know, I can think mystical of it, a fantasy land, like unicorn. I'm feeling unicorn today. Okay, so anyways, so with picking, I like to shuffle my cards. I do a basic shuffle. I'm not a fantastic shuffler, as you can see, as I struggle to put the cards. I just like to shuffle the deck a little bit, mix it up. After I'm done shuffling, I will either spread the cards out. You can spread the cards out, lay them out. Use the heat of your hand to kind of guide you to where you want to go. I tend to do that a lot in any type of ceremonial space. If I'm picking a card, I definitely use the heat of my hand because it is insane how accurate it is. Another thing with picking is our left hand is our feminine side, so therefore it is receiving, and our right hand is our masculine side, and therefore it is giving. So whenever picking from the deck, you are asking to receive messages from the deck, so therefore you are picking with your left hand so that you can receive. I like to place my hand over top, however you like. You can cut the deck, you can play with the deck a little bit, whatever you like, wherever you feel like you should pick, that's where you pick. Ooh, I just picked Panther. In the midst of me picking, I like to think of certain things. If it's a question, if it's a feeling, if it's a memory, I tend to pick for my sisters a lot, so therefore I like to say their names 3 times, either out loud or in my mind. I like to think of a memory of them just so that I can channel their energy and make sure the cards know that I'm asking for them and not for me, even though there have been many times that I have picked for my little sister and we have picked the same card. It has actually happened twice now, which is just whew. And I shuffle the cards through every single deck, or every single card choosing. So I just looked at the clock and it was 6:06. Whew. Okay, so Panther. I picked Panther. In this deck, Panther is a fire card. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnant. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the Panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When in balance, you're brave and productive. When out of balance, you are self-destructive. To bring back into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. That was Panther. I picked Hyena for my sister. Hyena. Humor, wit, sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and a crowd pleaser. But below the surface, there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? When in balance, you are charming, witty, and fun to be around. When out of balance, you're scrappy, petty, suspicious. To bring into balance, sobriety. Whoa. Can't wait to tell Alexis that. I've never picked a card virtually, other than picking cards for my sister, picking cards for my mom, friends here and there. Like, it works virtually, but I've never done it this way for you who is watching. So this is really cool. I'm going to pick a card for you. So I'm going to pick with my left hand for you so that I can receive whatever the deck wants me to tell you. Okay, so I will place my hands like this. I will cut the deck whenever I feel it is right. Whew! Fire ant. Okay, that's a good one. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances, rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive and don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When you're in balance, you are thoughtful and disciplined. When out of balance, you argue, you have excessive heat, and you gossip. To bring into balance, you need to have some solo time. Reconnecting with nature is always the best thing to help when you have any type of pent-up aggression or emotion, whatever that feeling may be. Accept it. Let it happen. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself why it's happening. Why is this happening to me? What building blocks brought me to this path that I am now on right now? Really dissect it and just be the best you that you can be.